As the wise and genial senator from Louisiana, John Kennedy, says, the Democrats are about as popular as a skunk at a Sunday picnic. But as President Trump sides with an overwhelming majority of Americans on the big issues of our day, the Democrats choose their hatred of the president over common sense and their own electoral futures. Democrats back the Schumer shutdown. That's my focus in today's preamble. After the House GOP voted to continue funding all of the Democrats in Joe Biden's overspending priorities, including all the waste, fraud, and abuse Elon Musk has uncovered, the fake budget known as a continuing resolution went over to the Senate. Now, in the Senate, 60 votes are needed for this kind of bill to get past a filibuster. In the past, when the GOP was in the minority and Democrats offered massive inflation-causing and dangerous overspending, there were always enough fake Republicans to cross the aisle and help the Democrats overspend us into oblivion. But now that the leftists are in the minority, none of them want to cross over to help Republicans.
Funding the government should be a bipartisan effort, but Republicans chose a partisan path, drafting their continuing resolution without any input from congressional Democrats. Because of that, Republicans do not have the votes in the Senate to invoke cloture on the House CR.
That right there is a whopper, folks, a red herring. The Democrats never consult Republicans on their massive overspending bills or anything for that matter, unless they consult, with fake Republicans like Liz Cheney, Liz Murkowski, or Lisa Murkowski, or John Cornyn. But suffice it to say, whenever Dems run the show, the GOP has no say. So his claim that spending must come from the uniparty doesn't reflect reality, folks. So what's Schumer really after?
Our caucus is unified on a clean April 11th CR that will keep the government open and give Congress time to negotiate bipartisan legislation that can pass.
He wants a shorter fake budget, only 30 days. That way, he and the Democrats can slow President Trump and the House GOP down. He wants to stop Trump from getting to his big, beautiful bill, which allegedly will start to erode the Democrats' access to your money by putting government on a bit of a diet and stopping all the dangerous and massive overspending, we're told. As you know, without other people's money, these socialists, they're nothing. That's why the Democrats are ready to shut down the government to preserve their ability to take your hard-earned money. They're hoping the dishonest press won't show you the Democrats' massive hypocrisy on government shutdowns, but that's why Newsmax and the alternative media is here. Our friend A.F. Bronco illustrating this new reality in his latest political cartoon. The alternative media is out-shouting the biased left-wing and never-Trump press. Newsmax, the Chris Salcedo Show, Elon Musk, and X, True Social. We are the media now, and I, your liberty-loving Latino, will show you what the other networks will hide from you. Here's what the Democrats were saying about government shutdowns until it was their idea.
He promised to keep government shut down for months or years, no matter whom it hurts. That's just plain wrong.
American democracy doesn't work that way. We don't govern by temper tantrum.
There are real consequences when the government shuts down. It harms our national security, it harms our economy, and it harms service members, veterans, retirees, and vulnerable communities.
It is not normal to hold 800,000 workers' paychecks hostage. It is not normal to shut down the government when we don't get what we want.
We are diligent and persistent in trying to open up government.
So what this shutdown is an extremist policy designed to appeal to an extremist base.
End this shutdown now.
But now the Democrats are doing the very things they said would be so destructive to our nation. Why? Because they have no other place to go. Their small fringe base hates Trump, so these politicians won't work with him, even if it's to support a bill that funds all of their priorities. Now, some Republicans are calling out the Democrats on their hypocrisy, their effort to shut the government down. I suppose they have to. But let's assume the Democrats succeed in shutting the government down. What's going to happen? Well, to tell that story, we should look at USAID. Under the leftist Democrats and fake Republicans, USAID was allowed to grow to 14,000 employees. Only 294 are essential to perform that agency's function. My friends, it's the same throughout the vast majority of your government. During a government shutdown, only essential government employees are allowed to work. All non-essential personnel are not on the job and don't get paid. If the Democrats succeed in shutting down the government, Elon Musk and President Trump will have the list of all non-essential personnel. Isn't that great? You know, folks, I thank God for my wonderful wife, my kids, my country, the greatest nation ever. And Americans like you who believe in the truth, the Chris Salcedo Show will never stop fighting for you.
The Chris Salcedo Show, for the news you need to know.